Oh, yeah. Ven y baila mi canción. Here we go. Argentina, tu vino es delicioso. Brasil, tus montañas son celestiales. Río de Janeiro, como me encantan tus playas. Ven, 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 ven a bailar conmigo. Ecuador, ven, 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 ven a bailar así. Chile, ven, 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 ven a bailar conmigo. Panamá, ven, 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 ven a bailar así. Costa Rica, levántense. Nicaragua, lo estoy esperando. Caracas, mueve tus caderas. Colombia, qué rico tu café. Ven, 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 ven a bailar conmigo. Venezuela, ven, 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 ven a bailar así. Guatemala, ven, 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 ven a bailar conmigo. Perú, come on, ven, 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 ven a bailar así. Puerto Rico, sube el volumen. Lima, disfrútala. San José, espero que están bebiendo tequila. Aruba, come on. Honduras, como extraño sol y mar. En Rotán, donde la gente baila en las calles y el aroma de la comida es sin igual. Soy latino y ustedes son mi gente y yo quiero que bailen conmigo para siempre. Ven, 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 ven a bailar conmigo. Come on. Ven, 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 ven a bailar así. Todo mundo levántense. Ven, 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 ven a bailar conmigo. It's your boy Ray Ray. Ven, 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 ven a bailar así. Oh, oh, yeah. Ven, ven, ven a bailar conmigo. Cancún. Ven, 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 ven a bailar así. México. Ven, 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 ven a bailar conmigo. Estados Unidos. Ven, 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 ven a bailar así. Mi querido Suramérica. Ven, 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 ven a bailar conmigo. Tienes mi alma. Ven, 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 ven a bailar así. Y tienes mi corazón. Ven, 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 ven a bailar conmigo. Come on. Ven a bailar conmigo.
Wacky Wednesday.
It's Wacky Wednesday con El Bumper.
Unfiltered, the real deal. No pre-planning, no chingaderas. Straight up from the bill.
Wacky Wednesday.
B-Town's very own.
It's Wacky Wednesday con El Bumper.
Here's your host, Bumper Gomez.
And we're live. Welcome to another episode of Bumper's Wacky Wednesday. I hope you're having a fantastic Wednesday wherever this Wednesday might find you in this beautiful, cool weather we're having down here in South Texas. If you believe that, I got some oceanfront property to sell you in Arizona. But no, guys, welcome to another episode of Bumper's Wacky Wednesday. Tonight is it's coincidental. I'm using big words. Watch out, dude. It's coincidental. We're going to talk about a lot of things. And, you know, it's just a coincidence. What happened last week that's going to flow into this week was just straight coincidence. And, you know, my guest tonight is somebody who has, you know, been around the business for many, many years. He's done the family thing. He's currently doing his solo thing. So he knows the business in and out, man. So I can't wait to pick his brain and see what he's got going on. So tonight, man, my guest, without further ado, is Mr. Ray Garcia. What's up, Ray?
What's up? Thank you so much for having me. Man, it's been a long time coming. I've always wanted to be on your show, and you know everybody talks highly about you and stuff. So it's an honor for me to be
highly
here.
of me. Watch out. Now, Ray, I really appreciate you you being here, man. And if you guys this is your first time, maybe you're Miss Erica, his beautiful wife, is in the audience as well. And if you're part of their crew and maybe you've never heard of Bumper Gomez or Bumper's Wacky Wednesday, welcome to the show. Before I forget, I want to give a big saludos to all my wackos that are watching on YouTube. I always forget about my YouTube peep, but I got some dedicated fans on YouTube. Thank you guys for tuning in week and week out, to everybody watching live on YouTube, and then also to the faithful followers on Facebook. Thank you guys so much, man. And tonight, you know, look at this guy, bro. This dude, he started, I wanted to go like this, like, should I start with my shades on or no? Because, you know, it could be 1:30 in the morning, no moonlight, and there's Ray. He's got it. That's his signature right there. You know it.
Oh yeah,
that's him, man. His shades are his signature. So again, guys, welcome to the show. Ray, what you got going on, bro?
man, we got a lot of things going on, and gracias a Dios that you know everything's really flowing our way right now, and you know we got new music, we got new videos, and of course the cherry on the cake is the Tejano Music Award, you know. So I'm blessed right now. So
he said, "I'm blessed right now." Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. No, man. So coincidental. I want to get that out of the way because it's going to be in the back of my head if I don't talk about it. So last week I get a phone call from a friend of mine, Elicio. If you guys don't know who Elicio Leal is, look him up on Facebook. He's actually the producer and he's the guy running TMA TV, Tejano Music Awards TV, that's broadcasted in Laredo, the Valley, Corpus, the Corpus Christi area, Dallas-Fort Worth area, the Lubbock, Midland area, and now even in Monterrey. I know I'm forgetting something. I think maybe even Austin. So Elicio, he actually hosts the show, right? He's the host of the show.
Right.
But he called me and he's like, "Bump, I got laryngitis, bro, and I need you to fill in." I'm like, he goes, do you think you can do it? I'm like, really, bro? Like, you think I can do it? I do it every week. But no, man. So he called, and it was really cool. I actually got to go to a legit TV set that they had set up and record an actual, you know, it's not on Facebook. It's going to be on TV.
right.
So it's one of those things that I was like, man, I'm surprised. You know what I mean? Like it caught me off guard. But you know what? Sometimes you do your best work when you're not prepared for it, right? Because if they would have told you a week, you would have prepared. What am I gonna wear? Hey, man, I was like, hey, I get off of work and I'll go over there and knock it out. So coincidental, right? Coincidence. I don't know who I'm gonna interview, right? I don't know who.
I went out the door.
I don't know who I'm gonna interview, but it was Ray, right? Ray is one of the interviews. Tell your brother. Okay. Coincidence. Sorry about that, guys. It's live. So coincidental. It was Ray. Ray was.
Yeah, here I come walking up.
Elicio was like, "Hey, bro, you're gonna do Angelica, and you have Ray too," and I'm like, "When's this gonna air?" And he's like, "Next week." I'm like, "Dude, I have Ray next week on my show,
Right.
bro." So I was like, "God dang!" So it was just coincidence, man.
Yeah, no, I was walking up and I saw you there. I thought you were gonna get interviewed by Eligio, so I was like, well, maybe he's on the show too. And then, no, we're gonna do it. I was like, wow, that's cool. But aren't we gonna be next week? You know, so hope you have different questions.
Oh no, hey, no, but it's different, man. Literally, doing interviews for TV, totally different than Wacky Wednesday. You know, I really love the Wacky Wednesday vibe because it's more chill. You could drink an Ultra. I don't think they would have wanted you drinking an Ultra on TV, right? But you know, again, I really just want the people to, you know, get a taste of your story, Ray, because you do have a story, right? I mean, every artist has a story, but yours is pretty unique. And you know, one of the things that people are like, Ray. When I tell people Ray, and I'm like, Van, you know, and then they're like, I said he just won the TMA for video of the year, and so they're like. And then I tell them, hey, you remember Grupo Fuego from the movie Selena? And they're like, yes, that's it. That's Ray. Oh, man. And what was the name of your original band?
Los Agues.
Los
Agues.
Los Agues. Yeah. My buddy Fernando, who I've known since we were little, we grew up in Vivo. He was a DJ in Tejano music for many, many years. When I told him, he called back and he was like, hey, bro, that dude used to be with his family. Then I was like, yes, bro, that's him. He's like, yeah, I know who he is now. I know he's not. So, Ray, first of all, dude, I want to thank you, man, for coming and hanging out with me on a Wednesday. I know you could be doing 100 different things, but here you are. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, thank you for having me. We're doing all the shows. We're doing, you know, for the press release of my new single, Oh, and you know, this is what we do, and this is where we thrive, and we love doing stuff like this. And you know, I got 30 years in the business. We just figured that out. That, you know, I thought I had 27, but actually it's 30. You know,
Dang.
so, you know, I've been around a long time. It's just that now with my single project, you know, I'm on my own, a solo artist. So, you know, I got 6 years going on 7. So, you know, it's a different vibe, you know, being without the family, and, you know, all my brothers retired and stuff like that.
Right.
So it's just me now, you know, to carry my mom and dad's legacy. Got
you. So you're anybody from the original band you started with your family, have you ever said, hey, come on, you come play with me? Or
just my brother Jesse, he does all the guitars, you know, in the studio, but, you know, he doesn't perform. But he was there on stage with me when I got the Tejano Music Award and Fanfare this year. So that was really cool to kind of bring him full circle, you know, because we've been after the Tejano Music Award since we started. And, you know, we were a romantic band. So, but, you know, that didn't stop us. You know, we were number one all over the country, you know, even on KXTN, you know, La Prima Selena was like, you know, hey, you know, I want to take that top spot, you know, with La Llamada, you know, no me vuelvas a llamar. So, you know, and I was like, well, not this week, because I'm still number one. So that's we really hilarious. Had a great time, you know, and you know, we did it all. We had 3 number 1 hits, 3 major motion pictures, Bud Light commercials. I'm still with Bud Light to this day, and now the new poster and stuff with Michelob Ultra, and, you know, we've done it all, and you know, I love being on the road. I love meeting new people and performing for people and stuff. So that's why I'm here. I'm still doing it.
I hear you, man. I hear you. So I want to talk a little bit about, you know, I remember clearly, you know, in the movie Selena, I remember watching that part, you know, and when we were talking, you were like, hey, that was like a critical part of that movie, right? It was where Abraham was explaining to Selena, like, hey, like, you got to take this seriously. Like, people eat from this. This is what they do for a living. Right. And she was still just kind of doing it for fun, I think. Right, like, hey, let me go up there and do this. But if you guys remember, if you want to go back and watch the movie Selena and see the movie star here, Ray, there's a part in the movie where Selena's still young, and Abraham is explaining to her, like, hey, look, that's what a Tejano band looks like. That's, you know, and then you hear the guy saying, next up we have Grupo Fuego. And Ray Ray's, Ray Ray, is that the same hat, bro?
No. The original has been retired for a while now, and it's weird because the guys, the director, Joel Nava, he didn't know, what to call us, he was like, should we say the super grupo más or mucho más, or something. I was like, well, I've always wanted to be called Fuego, a band. I wanted to call a band Fuego. And he was like, hey, that's great. Let's get it on the set. Let's do it. Grupo Fuego. Now I was like, wait. Nobody has given me anything yet for that name, Like, hold on. You gotta pay me. Hold on.
I got you. Hey, so I want to talk a little bit about that, Ray Ray. I mean, I know it was, many, many years ago that was filmed, but do you remember how many days you had to be on set just to do that little part?
Yeah, I think it was like 2 days. 2 full days, and we came out 10 seconds. I thought it was gonna be like a big old part, and I thought we were gonna do the whole song and stuff, and which we did, but just the beginning comes out, And
so y'all are really playing, like you really played the song.
Well, it was playback, but we had all the instruments and stuff like that, because of the movie. It's got to be perfect and stuff like that. But still, we would do it and then cut and then let's do it again, and we got to meet J-Lo and stuff, and that was really cool.
Time out. You met J-Lo.
Oh, yeah. We went to dinner and everything, and we were in Los Angeles with her, and, we got to see.
So you recorded this in L.A.?
No. This was at the Strawberry Festival.
Oh, so y'all recorded it in Poti?
Yeah.
During the Strawberry Festival?
Well, they had set up like a carnival and stuff like that, and all that was just props, to make it seem like it was the Strawberry Festival or some kind of festival that, Selena
but was it a legit real festival going on?
No, all that was just props,
So how does that work? Like the crowd, did they invite people, or was it only people? Was it open to the public to go and see the?
I don't know. I think they were just extras and stuff like that. So I don't know how they did that, but. What I do know is that, man, for those 2 days, we ate good. Like, man, top of the line, wow.
Everything was good.
Everything, and just to be with the stars, it was really something special. And like you were saying, it was a very critical part in the movie that AB decides, I'm going to write songs. I'm going to, because as you play covers, you're a cover band. You got to have your original songs so you can make your name and make your mark, And it's a lot tougher, like myself, I do originals, so 80% of every CD, they're originals to make my mark, to make, when you hear my song come out, they're like, that's Ray Ray. It's not like, oh, yeah, that's Ray Ray doing, Coco Rayado or something, so... it's very critical that you have your own name, your own label, and you enforce it.
So Ray, back in the 90s, man, when you were out there doing the Tejano thing, I mean, totally different than what today's music industry is like, correct?
Oh man, definitely. I don't recognize it. Back in the 90s, we were close. We were, helping each other and stuff. And these days it's turned into like a competition. And what they don't realize is that you're hurting Tejano music. Everybody's supposed to be helping each other to do what we got to get done for the next generation.
Right. Right. One thing that I mentioned, and if you guys hopefully you get to watch it this weekend, not to take away from the TMA TV, but one thing that I mentioned, you weren't there, Miss Erica, you didn't hear what we were talking about, but one thing about you and your wife is that, you just said something right now that back in the night everybody, was helping each other out, and you guys are huge supporters of the Onda. You can go to a baile anywhere in San Antonio and for the most part, you guys are going to be there supporting all the bands.
Definitely.
You know, whether it's 100 degrees outside. Is your wife down to go to those that are 100 degrees outside, or she's like rather wait till they go?
No, she'll rather wait. No, I'm just kidding. We like to go support, and sometimes they're like, hey, Ray, come on in. There's not, we like to pay the cover, and it's very important for the band, and if you go see your local band, your favorite band, buy a CD, buy a T-shirt. It's so important to us. That's how we make our living, and that's how we record new music for you guys, so it's very important.
Speaking of T-shirts, man, shout out to my homies, Grupo Letal, there from Daly, Pearsall area, to my buddy Chris Ramirez. He gifted me this shirt, though, right? Awesome, I didn't have to pay for it. He gifted it to me, which a lot of artists do, man. And, my wife, she doesn't dig it. She does not dig the artist shirts because 95% of them are black.
Yeah.
Right? 95% of them black. Yeah. So, I used to put them in the cajones, but now I have so many, they're taking, so now I hang them up, and I'm not even exaggerating. I probably have like this much of nothing but shirts. You name an artist, and I could probably tell you I got one of their shirts. But I'm like you. I like to support. However I can support. If you never heard of Grupo Letal, check them out. You know what I mean?
Right now the shirts coming out and everything, and they're getting that plug right now here in your show, and that's cool. And I like to do that myself. You guys, y'all are Tejano. How do you say? Royalty. And when y'all are walking around with our shirts and our caps or whatever, y'all are walking billboard, and that's awesome.
That's how you see it, right?
Right, exactly.
Hell yeah.
So you're not losing anything; you're gaining in my book.
For sure. Hey, from the chat room, I want to give a big shout out to Bumble Bea. How you doing, Bumble? Welcome to the show. Felipe Sanchez watching on YouTube, and Mr. Joey Morin, man. Joey Morin, if you need caps, bro, let me know. My boy Joey Morin will take care of you.
Awesome.
He's a huge. He always takes care of me, man. Always takes care of me. Shout out Joey Morin. Very proud of you, man. He started a cap business, bro, like in his house, and it's blown up so much that he had to go get a shop, and he's making them out of a shop now.
Awesome. That's what it's about.
Shout out to It's Tejano Time. Buddy, my buddy from It's Tejano Time.
Yeah, he was in Vegas.
He was in Vegas. He gave me the whole scoop. He gave me the whole scoop. And then a big hug, a big shout out to a good friend of mine, my videographer, my photographer, Felipe Leal. If you guys know Felipe?
Yeah.
Felipe Leal, man. He's out there making videos. He's always busting his butt behind the scenes. And I want to give him a big hug, big shout out. Shout out to Elizabeth Aguilar. Hello. Well, welcome to the show, Elizabeth. Ray.
Full throttle.
Well, you know, Ray is an artist. I speak to artists all the time on a daily basis. And one thing that, my conversations that I've had with you, one thing I think you're more in tune to doing and more serious about are videos.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like your videos, like you put thought into them, and you know what I mean? And it shows. You know what I'm saying? Well, God dang, you won an award. You won an award for it. Hey, is that award really heavy or no, Ray?
It's heavy. It's huge. It's bigger than I imagined, and just holding the glass in my hands, just all that hard work for 20-something years, and for my family, for my mom and dad,
everything, man.
It was awesome.
That's awesome, dude. That's awesome. Yeah, I see that picture when you're holding that award, and there's a lot of artists that can feel your story, Ray, because again, you've been in the business for so long, and you kind of you riding the wave. You know what I mean? You go with whatever the flow is. You know what I mean? And I think, like I said, I think a lot of artists can look at you and see themselves and what you've been through and what you're going through now.
Yeah, you know, I always tell the artists that are coming up and stuff, and you know, they ask me, what do you need to do, this and that. You know, you better love this. You know, you're not gonna get rich. You know, it's long hours.
Is that true, Erica? You don't get rich,
and you know,
Everybody else gets rich.
you know, yeah, you make everybody else rich.
I got you.
But you know, it's forever. You know, these videos that I make, you know, they're forever, and you know, they're for my granddaughter, you know, Emery, and for my daughter Sarah, and you know, and I want to congratulate her, and you know, she's gonna give me my second, you know, grandchild. So, you know, it's for the future, and how did I leave something behind, you know, for Tejano music and to push Tejano music to the next level. You know, Ven 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 is not your ordinary classic Tejano song. You know, we're pushing to break boundaries, to take it overseas to different oceans, you know, Spain and Bolivia, you know. So we want to take Tejano to big places, you know, and we need everybody's help, you know. Request my new song, Oh Oh. It's very important. That request is very important to bring it up on the charts.
Hey, when you say request, Ray, I always like when artists come in here and say, hey, you got to call and request it. If you're a fan of the show, you know Bumper brings you the whole gambit of the music industry, especially Tejano, right? I've had the artists, I've had the sound engineers that make you guys sound like $1 million.
Right.
I've had managers on here. I've had DJs on here from big radio stations.
Yeah.
And something that stuck with me from the DJ was, and he's just one DJ. I'm not saying all radio stations, right? But he's saying that calling in doesn't work.
Wow.
I said, what? What do you mean? Like, if people are calling in asking for the song, wouldn't you want to please the fans and play it? He goes, it's already done. Like those things are already programmed. And I said, well,
that's
I mean, I
good.
get the whole program director thing, right?
Yeah. But that's not good because
No, it's not good. But we got to find a way where that's legit. Where you're gonna call in and be like, hey, I want to hear Ray Ray's Ven Ven Ven, or I want to hear, you know, the what is it?
Yeah.
You know, because it should be like that way. If I'm calling in and requesting, why do people calling in? If there must be a good song, I want to hear it.
And then they're telling me the opposite, that you got to have your people call in so you can make it number one.
You see what I mean?
So we have a problem here.
There you go. We got a problem,
You know.
and we got to fix it.
That's right. And
We got to
fast.
fix it.
Fast, because you know, a lot of people could, you know, Tejano's dying and stuff like that, and you know, not on my watch. I'm gonna do everything I can. You know, I'm just one guy, but I'm gonna do everything I can to push Tejano music, and you know, it's our heritage, it's our culture,
For sure.
you know, and this is what we need. We need to have some kind of convention to show people what to do to get your songs out there. That, you know, because if you notice, you'll hear a song and I don't really like that song, you know, and then you turn on the pit and that song comes on and I like it now. You know, you're dancing to it. You've heard it a couple of times. It grew on you, you know, just because you didn't like it the very first time you heard it, you know. So it's very important to
So
me. that
you're thinking that there needs to be I wouldn't call it a convention. What do they call those? Not
powwow,
not a
meeting,
powwow,
you know.
a seminar.
Yeah.
There you go. That's why we got her in the audience.
That's right. She's
First,
the
we
smart
can get
one.
big words. A seminar, right? That there needs to be a seminar. Hey, look, there's people on here, you know, who are in the radio. I mean, Johnny Ortegon, like all these guys are from KIWW, oilo, K Alamo. You know, oh, look at that. Shot real quick. I don't mean to cut you off, Ray, because my son never watches. Big shout out to my son Lawrence Gomez watching in the big town of Beeville, Texas, man.
What's up?
What's up, Mio? Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. I know the hot pink, probably somebody called you and said, your dad's wearing a hot pink shirt on TV.
He had to see it for himself.
But hey, you know what, dude? I agree. You know, meet somewhere for tacos and and they do. I know they do have like the state of Tejano. They you know,
In Corpus, they have like, I forgot the name, but you know, it's some kind of coffee thing that everybody goes to have coffee and they talk about, you know, okay, this week we have this and that. We got to straighten this out. And they get things done. But like this, just trying to just one by one, we're not going to do it. We got to come together and something's got to give, you know, because we have a lot of new artists, you know, established artists as myself, but I'm considered a new artist because my solo career. But,
he said, I'm established, but I'm new.
Right. So, you know, we got to find somewhere, somehow to come together and fix this right away. Hey, it's no big deal. You know, everybody gets a flat tire. Pull over, change the tire, and let's go.
A la chinga.
Such a philosopher, man.
This dude that's good, Ray. That's a good way to put it, bro.
You know, I mean, you know, it's not a big deal.
Not everything's perfect, you know, and
Right.
you got to you're right. You got to find ways to fix it. But you know what? As for the most part, dude, like I said last week, I had Elida here, and you know, like I was telling her and Lalo, it really made me feel good to see you guys and to see the convention. You were there.
Oh yeah.
You were at the Vegas convention, and to see the amount of people that were there. One, to see the people how they were intrigued by a lot of the new artists.
Right.
You know, because to me, Ray, I really feel that that's the problem with the Onda, right? Like, I had a good conversation with my buddy Fernando today, and you know, he's like, man, Bump, if we keep playing the same music, eventually it's just gonna die.
Right.
And here we are fighting toe to toe. We got our hands up, we got our gloves on, like my buddy likes to say all the time, Mr. Rick Balderrama, Tejano ain't dead, baby. Like, we don't want to say that. Like that doesn't want to come out of our mouth. But if we're playing the same songs from the 90s,
and
when
you know,
we
I
have
love them.
all this new music that could be played.
I love them. I love those songs, you know.
We all do.
And you know, I want to hear them, you know, but I want to have sprinkled in some of the new stuff so we have somewhere to go. Because once that's gone, which we're not forever, so once that's gone, now what? No more shows? Are you saying that there's no more shows? And that's exactly what's going to happen. There's not going to be no more shows. So we got to sprinkle in the new songs. And, you know, I don't mean everybody. There's some songs out there that they're not taking. I always tell artists, you have to pay for a good production. That's number one. You have to pay for a good production.
Say it one more time for the people all the way in the back, Ray. The ones all the way in the back.
You have to pay for a good production because the program directors, they're listening out for that. You know, you need good music. You know, and you know, not all of them are gonna be good and stuff. So, you know, I got that from Abraham. You know, he's like, get a bunch of spaghetti. You know, throw it on the wall. If one or two sticks, that's what you need out of every album. One or two songs, and I'm like, man, but we recorded 10 songs. I want all 10 on the radio. It doesn't work like that. You know, you do 10 songs, and if you got one, congratulations. You know what I mean? It's a hard thing. Just because you record it doesn't mean they're gonna play it.
Got you.
And,
For sure.
You know, but we do need you to play it so the people can see if they like it or not. It's got to have its own time. You gotta have given it once a day for a month, and then if people liked it, cool. It's leave it on the rotation. If the people didn't like it, okay, take it off rotation. I understand that, you know. So, you know, it's a game that we have to figure out how we can work this out somehow.
I see. I changed the camera angle. What the? I don't want to tell Erica, but all the ladies are texting me. Can you just get a single for Ray? Just get a zoom in on the. No, she's already gonna start tearing down the cameras. And
Oh
shit.
no!
Take this shit down.
Yeah, no. In Vegas, she was like, "Hey, you didn't hug that girl." I was like, "Well, I'll kiss her next time." Okay, kiss her because we gotta sell CDs.
Oh, shit. Bro, that's dedication right there, bro.
I'm telling you.
Wow.
I mean, that's one
Erica
in a million.
Neta?
1 in a million right there.
That's awesome. Hey man, so let's talk a little bit about Vegas, dude. You actually did you didn't jump on the flight like most of these people. You did the whole gamut. You guys jumped in the car and drove it and made a little adventure out of it, which is really
wish.
cool. I was following you guys.
I wish I would have, gotten on the plane, but now I know what it is, and it's a long road to get there. But man, it was well worth it. People were so excited that they've never met me and stuff, and they bought, all 3 CDs, at a time. I didn't sell that
So
many.
people
shirts
still
or
buy
caps, but
CDs?
yeah, they were flying. The CDs were flying. I mean, that's all I have. I don't have the new. I'm old school,
Right.
So, but I do need to get the new thumb drive. For the new cars that everybody has. They have
Oh,
the new.
the people selling those thumb drives?
Yeah, the USBs. They got all your music. They could have all 3 CDs in one thumb drive, and there
¿Y
you
cuánto
go.
cuesta un thumb drive?
$55.
But you got all the hits, one shot.
You got all the songs on one shot. You know what I mean? And now what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to put all my videos on one DVD. So when you want to sit down and have a party and stuff, you can see all my videos.
Oh, look. Let it play in the background.
Let it play, and it gives the visual, as well, because that's important. What does the band look like? What do I look like? And a lot of people, they see my video like Ven, and they're like, man, you look expensive.
Hey, I always say this, right? Ray is the minute you guys put on sunglasses and a fancy hat like you got on, he needs a refill. Ya está agarrando el bote like
No,
he's-
I'm
he's-
good.
You good?
Yeah.
So the minute you guys take a step on stage, bro, ese vato tiene feria. All those dudes got money. So you're expected to buy the bucket of beer when you get off the
Right.
stage. You know what I mean? And they don't know that. Most artists have everyday jobs, man. They're normal people like everybody else, and they
Right,
just love
right.
to play music on the side. That's their side hustle.
And it's my goal to have music, and I don't have to work. We're just gonna do music only. But unfortunately, right now that's not the case. So we all go to work. We all got to do our thing, and hey Ray, give me a free CD. It's hard. It's hard because this is how we make more CDs. This is how we record again. To bring you new music, and the music that I got coming out next, it's really gonna blow people away. So be looking out for that. Y'all ain't ready for this, so you better put your seatbelt on.
Well, the trilogy video, right?
Right.
I'm gonna play a little bit of it. I don't think it's right if I play the whole thing because it's gonna use up, you know what I mean. But I want to play a little bit of it because I thought it was pretty cool. The best part of the video, I'm gonna give it away. The best part of the video is his wife, hands down. Erica takes the cake at the end. So let me paint you the picture. So Mr. Ray here gets home from work and his wife's cooking dinner, like a typical household, right?
Right.
Man gets home, the ladies, and I'm not, women don't jump on me and say that's.
She just got home from work.
Calm
too.
down. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, hey, so Ray's sitting on the couch and he puts on those new virtual glasses and he goes into a different world, right? You gotta watch it. You got. I'm gonna show you a little bit of it right here. This is the beginning right here, right? LM Productions.
Yeah, Lupe Moya. It's funny because he was like, okay, Ven is awesome. So what are we gonna do now? And I'm all, check this out. And I started telling him my idea, and he was like, how in the hell are we gonna do that? And I was like, watch, we're gonna be virtual reality.
So you guys check it out right here. We're gonna check it out right now.
Hey, hon, I'm home.
Check out what I got you.
Oh, wow.
Well, dinner's almost ready.
Shout out to my mom before she gets mad.
Fui yo el que nunca entendió tu corazón.
Ídolo at the gym? He's at the gym, dog.
You know it's virtual, right?
De rodillas me quedé llorando. Fui yo el que hoy siente tu dolor. Me da pena saber
Full blown Tejano, baby.
que fui malo y te pido perdón. Que fui malo y te pido perdón. Perdóname si fui cruel con tu cariño y escúchame, te lo ruego como niño. Perdóname si no supe valorar un fiel amor, que sin ti no valgo nada. Y hoy solo me conformo con que me des tu perdón. Que sin ti no valgo nada. Y si hoy voy a perderte, el culpable he sido yo. Me vuelvo loco cuando te toco. Siento tu suspiro cuando te miro. Y ya tu imagen es mi delirio. Creo que es amor. Y siento que ando entre las aves, con tus caricias, tus manos suaves. Si soy adicto a ti, quién sabe. Creo que es amor. Acércate y toma lo que quieras de mi vida. Que solo tengo ojos para ti. Y solo tengo ojos para ti.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
Oh my goodness, bro. That was hilarious.
What are you doing?
So there you
Nothing.
guys go. That was a new video that Ray had. Like I told you, the very ending is to me was the funniest part. Erica goes like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Nothing."
You know, and we had already wrapped it up, and I was like, "Oh man, the most important part. Hold on. We gotta film this part, you know." And we almost forgot to do that part.
That's hilarious, bro. You know, again, the video's cool. You had 3 songs, right? You had that whole what do they call it? A medley.
Right.
You had the whole medley put in, you say, and knock out all these songs in one video.
Right, and these songs didn't have a video, and they got left behind. I was like, how can we bring them back to refresh everybody's memory about these songs that are so cool? I mean, it's full blood Tejano, Tejano to the bone. So I was like, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do a virtual video, and in virtual reality, you can do anything. So that's why I was reaching out for the girls, because I can do anything. I'm not doing nothing. It's virtual reality.
Hey, have you guys actually put on those things before? And
Yeah.
I can't do.
Only like at Dave and Buster's and things like that.
Oh yeah, no, but like the ones that you're showing the video, like
The
those
Oculus.
the new white ones.
Yeah.
Those things are. I love watching the videos of the older people putting those on.
Right.
And they're just, Did you know? True story. Speaking of virtual reality, that's a really big thing for like the younger generation right now. Like that, they actually live a separate life in the virtual world. Somebody bought a house. I want to say I saw in the news for like $450,000 for a virtual home.
Wow.
For all my old schoolers, it's like you saying, "Hey, I want to buy this house that I saw on TV for $450,000, but it's not real. It doesn't exist. It only exists in your head."
Wow.
So, yeah, man, for sure, man.
Yeah, no, we wanted to really modernize this, like for the new audience, like I'm saying, for the new people that are coming into Tejano and stuff, and bring in more people with this video, and I think we've accomplished that.
I mean, I dug it. Like you're showing modern technology mixed with traditional Tejano music. You know what I mean? And he mentioned something. The song at the end was a Stephanie song.
Right.
You know what I mean? But you're singing this from the male perspective.
Right. It's been one of my all-time favorite songs from Stephanie Lynn, and I just gave it that little twist, to make it Ray Ray's song. And, that's what I'm trying to say is that, even though that one's a cover, it still has that original flavor. If you've never heard that song before, you wouldn't know, so, and that's the key to keep it original.
Got you, man. Ray, when you do like fanfare, fiesta, maybe, like, when you go out there, do you guys go out there the whole freaking day, or do you just go out for a little bit at a time?
No, we like to show up like 2 hours before, and sign autographs and stuff like that, and then be telling people I'm gonna perform over here at this certain time, and then after stay for another hour for pictures and stuff like that, and then so basically around 4 hours.
Dude, because sometimes I'm there all day. And I'm just like, I don't know how these artists, if they come out here all day, I don't know how they do it.
No, I can't. I can't be there all day. And, ya ando pedo.
So I don't know if this question is for Ray or if it's for his wife, who's, again, if you're just tuning in, she's in the audience. How many pairs of sunglasses? You're only going to get this. You're not going to catch this on a radio station. You're only going to catch it right here on Wacky Wednesday. How many pair of shades does the artist Ray, because there's Ray, the regular guy, just Ray Garcia, and then there's Ray the artist.
Right.
So how many pairs of sunglasses does Ray the artist own?
I don't know. You got to answer that question because
It's got to be. I mean, it's not an outrageous amount, but I think it's more than 15. I just don't know.
That's not outrageous? 15 is not outrageous?
He's got a lot.
Wow.
Drawer.
I have them all lined up, and they're in their pouch, and they take care of them and stuff like that. I talk to them. Today we're gonna be on the bumper show, so I need you to shine. Are they shining? Are they shining?
Oh shit, that's hilarious, bro. He said I talked to him. Hey man, whatever floats your boat, Ray. Whatever floats your boat.
But the originals, the Darth Vader, because the black hat and the black shades. They're like, Ray walks in like Darth Vader. You know what I mean? Dun, 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 dun. They're like, oh, here's Ray.
Hey, Ray, but you wear them. It's so much a part of you that I think if when you don't wear them, people are probably going like, is that him or it's not him?
Right. And just like Superman, when he don't have his cape, you don't know who he is. it helps, because when I want to be just at the movies and not be like, hey, Ray, hey, I saw the new video or something, and you just want to be Raymond Garcia, you can be, and then when you want to be Ray, I had the best compliment in Vegas, their big old convention room, and some guy walked in from across the room, way on the other side, and he's like, that's Ray. And his wife was like, it's not Ray, that's Ray, and I was like, wow, from the other side of the room with all the artists there, that's awesome.
Because he saw them shades.
He saw the shades and the hats, and he's like, that's Ray.
Well, you know what? That hat you're wearing, I have a personal name for that style of hat. It's called the Palomino.
Oh,
right?
okay. Yeah,
because the Palominos, they made that hat, like, you know what I mean? But as long as I've known you as well, you've always worn that style of hat as well.
Right. I've had it on for 30 years, so I don't know, how long they've had it.
Well, they just hit 30 years, right? They just spent their 30 years mark in Vegas.
You never know. I might have been first.
There you go. So the Palominos you're watching, it has begun. Palominos versus Ray, who originally started wearing that hat.
Yeah.
Right? And
so mine was 1992. My brother gave me a hat. That one's gone. That one's in the archive. We'll never. That one's gonna be behind glass one day. But he gave me that hat on my birthday, and when I put it on, I was like, "Wow, that's the coolest look ever." And then we did our very first CD cover with Hacienda, and he's like, "You're gonna put the hat on?" Because nobody had their hats. We all had tuxedos and stuff, and I was like, "Yeah, tuxedo with this hat. It's cool, And they were like, "Okay, we don't agree with it." So when we were out there gigging and stuff, everybody was telling my mom and dad, "Who's the guy in the hat? Who's the guy in the hat?" So the next CD, guess what?
Everybody had
a hat on, So. I'm happy to report that I started this trend. So, and I'm the last one to have it on still.
The last one?
I'm the last of the Mohicans.
No, you know what? Speaking of hats and stuff, one thing that I don't see a lot of people talk about, but it's Wacky Wednesday. We can talk about whatever the hell we want.
That's right.
Tejano music, man, we have a very beautiful culture. And as far as artists come from all walks of life. And what I mean by that, like, you can go to a Tejano club and you're going to see a guy wearing a cowboy hat, cowboy boots. You might see a guy wearing a little tapita with some Stacey Adams.
Right.
You might find a guy wearing a tapita with some Vans. That's probably Bumper. Right? I'm really big, one thing that I admire about you, Ray, is that your image, like when you're out, you're never have I've ever seen you dress like, you know what I mean? Some tennis shoes, or I've always seen you dress like Ray. Like,
right.
You're gonna be out in public side, just like Ray.
Yeah,
I'm more of a laid back guy. I like to mix. Somebody's like, "Hey, bro, you got an old soul or what? Who the hell wears guaballeras still?" I said, "I do.
I do too.
I wear the hell out of guaballeras, but I'll wear them with some pants and some Vans."
Yeah, no.
And people are like, "Yo, you wearing Vans with the guaballeras?"
No.
Yeah, bro, that's me. That's what I like. Old school with the new school. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no. When I do wear the guayaberas, it's with my Stacy's and dressy pants and stuff like that. But my dad showed us a long time ago. He instilled that there's a couple of things you have to do, to be a successful artist, and branding. When you see me, that's Ray.
Yeah.
And you gotta be on time. You gotta look good, and you gotta perform to the best of your ability on that time. So, if you got those three things, I think you'll be very successful.
You be good.
Yeah, you'll be good with it.
Hey, Juan Narvaez, all the way in Florida, said Chuck Norris had a hat like that. Oh, that's freaking hilarious, man.
So did Clint Eastwood, and so I'm glad I started a trend, because they saw me, and then Clint Eastwood and Chuck Norris. So you're welcome, guys.
Hey, Ray, so how many hats do you own?
Just the two. I've had the one that's already been retired, And
That's from the Selena movie?
that's Selena movie and everything, and then of course this one that I didn't want to go get a hat, so my brother Bert Garcia, he gave me his since he retired, so this is his, so it's still a Nagas hat, still doing the tradition.
That's badass, bro.
Hell yeah.
That's badass right there. You know what I mean? This is the kind of stories that I love to share on the show and, you know, for people to see because, you know, again, Ray Ray's been, he's been around for a long time. You know, he's been grinding. He's still grinding. He's still bringing you, you know, great videos and stuff. Shout out to Jesse Torres. Look, we started talking about Tapitas and Stacey Adams.
That's right.
Hey, look who magically appears in the comments. Shout out to Jesse Torres, president and CEO of Conjunto Puro Conjunto Awards, the All-Star Awards, and he also side hustles at Pinners. So, hey, if you want a hat, if you're looking for a hat, Stacey Adams, hey, if you've never been to Pinners, man.
It's awesome.
Bro, that is a nice store, a gentleman's store. They've got a few things for ladies. But if it doesn't fit you right, they alter it. And that comes with the purchase of your shirt and your trousers. But I'm going to tell you right now, don't go in there thinking you walking into JCPenney's because you ain't going to have no JCPenney's prices in there for sure.
Hell no.
So it's going back to where I was going is like, you know, our culture's so diverse, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got good dudes that come from the Monte. You got dudes that are right here from the west of San Antonio,
right.
You know, from the inner cities, from, you know, again, all walks of life. It makes our music so special, man. And speaking of music, to all my people who have been hitting me up like, Bump, you've been slacking. And I have been slacking. I'll be the first to admit, I've been slacking on my Frito Pie Fridays, Ray. You ever seen one of my Frito Pie Fridays?
No. Fridays usually
you're out. So, yeah, most people are. So when I'm not out supporting a band, going live somewhere or whatever, I sit here in the studio by myself and I have all this brand new music that sometimes doesn't get played on the radio stations.
Awesome, man.
And I like to share it with the world.
Hell yeah.
Right, and a lot of artists come on and they watch and they talk about it to one another in the chat room. It's really, really cool. If you've never seen it, it's called Bumper's Frito Pie Friday. Well, this Friday coming, right? 2 days from now, 2 evenings from now, you're gonna want to stop by and watch Bumper's Frito Pie Friday, man. Because this week on Frito Pie Friday, check it out. We even got the flyer made. This week on Frito Pie Friday, one, you better have something cold to drink because it's going to be a great time. Two, you better get your abs ready because you're going to laugh your ass off. If anybody has never heard of this kid, look him up. Both of these guys are going to be here, and maybe some of the band. Grupo Asalto will be in the studio with Cristello.
He's hilarious.
Dude, Cristello is on another level, funny. Him and Jordan together. I don't know how we're gonna do this, but make sure you tune in this Friday. This Friday, we're gonna have a late start. It'll probably be around I don't know, close to 9 probably. But if you're not out and about and you're gonna hang out on a Friday night, dude, Frito Pie Friday, this Friday, Grupo Asalto featuring Cristello. And who knows, we might play some brand new music that you haven't heard. So make sure you guys check it out. So
that's going to be awesome, man.
It's going to be awesome. And speaking of awesome, both of these guys, I think both of them will be out in Wisconsin. And later tonight, after the show, I'm going to be posting on Bumper's Wacky Wednesday the 2 winners of the pairs of tickets that were given away. If you shared the post last week of, where I was talking about the Wisconsin Mexican Fiesta this year, the committee had sent me 2 pairs of tickets, and so we're gonna be giving those away. So y'all make sure tonight before you go to bed, I'll have the winners for the both sets of tickets. if you're gonna be in the Midwest area, come the end of August, the place to be is the Mexican Fiesta. So make sure you guys tune in for that. So again, if you're just tuning in, man, my guest tonight, Mr. Ray Ray, cool cat, dude's dressed to impress all the time.
Always.
And Ray Ray, you brought a little something to talk about as well, didn't you?
Yeah, my sponsors, Diva Tequila, Michelob Ultra, and we're gonna be doing a raffle. We got a raffle going on right now, and we're gonna be giving away 2 T-shirts, 2 caps if you want caps, or if you want visors for the women, or if you want to mix match them. We're gonna be getting the 3 CDs from Ray Ray. I have a conjunto album. I don't know if you know that or not.
A la madre,
I have a
conjunto
conjunto
album.
album. That was my very first album. It's the conjunto album. So we're gonna have the conjunto album, and then I got Puro Tejano album, and then the new Tejano, which I like to call new Tejano because Ven 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 and Que Bonito and Sexy Mujer, those are kind of moving on to like Pitbull kind of Tejano kind of.
You throw a little mix in there, a little vibe in there.
Kind of Miami style, So, we want to take Tejano to new places, to new venues, when we played La Calle Ocho in Miami, that opened up my eyes. Like, wow,
Hold up, dog. Time out. You played Calle Ocho in Miami?
Yeah.
What year was this?
Oh man.
In the 2000s?
No. With the August.
Oh, with the August.
Yeah,
you
with
played.
my family band. We were international.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. So I would have to say like 95, 96, we were out
Another
there.
great festival if you've never been to
Oh
one.
man,
So
amazing.
I didn't mean to cut you off because I still want you to continue talking about Chamba. I just want to tell all my friends, especially the males, if you ever go to Miami, you must buy yourself a pair of Ray Ray sunglasses. You have to wear sunglasses.
Oh yeah.
All day, every day. If you take your other half with you, you must have sunglasses on if you go into Miami.
Definitely.
Okay, Ray Ray, keep going.
Well, we went to Gloria Stefan's restaurant, and she was there, and we ate dinner with her and stuff, and we had Chris Perez, AB, Pira Studio, I'm not sure if I think we ate. No, that was Los Angeles. So when we were with J-Lo. So yeah, that was, we went to her restaurant right after we had done the Cristina show. And this was all the tribute to La Prima Selena. And it was such a special time. We were in the limousine and we were hearing Como Te Extraño for the very first time, Pira Studio song. And it starts raining, and we could see the rain, and everything. We were all crying and stuff already from seeing the Selena movie. We saw the Selena movie with all the numbers running and the X in the middle and everything. We were the first ones to check it out with Abraham, and what a special time.
How many people can say that? You know what I mean? That's a crazy part. Ray Ray, the tequila, what's up with that?
Yeah, we have a sponsor. They sponsored me from the very beginning, 2015, and we're still going strong. We have the Diva, we have the Peñasco, and we got a new tequila coming out, which me and Erica had the privilege to pick the flavor of it. So it's kind of like a Fireball, but it's a tequila. And that one's called Fuego.
There he goes again.
Be looking out
Next
for that.
up, Grupo Fuego.
And I'm gonna have to have something altered so I can have the same shirt and pants like the Selena movie, and I can do a photo shoot from that, so I can be the guy from Grupo Fuego. You know me.
So let me tell you, man. I love whiskey. To all the future artists to come onto the show, I'm a big whiskey drinker, bourbon drinker. My favorite's Bullet. You guys see me drink that all the time. But a lot of people don't know. I love tequilas. I love tequilas. As long as it's not Jose Cuervo regular, like the regular Jose Cuervo, I probably will drink anything else. And for those of you that are not tequila drinkers, when you go to the liquor store and you buy the crazy AK-47 bottles or like all these bottles, please don't think that that's going to be the best tequila inside that bottle. You're buying the bottle. You're not buying the tequila that's in it.
I have a Route 66 that's made for Ray Ray, and it's a motorcycle bottle, and it stands up straight by itself. It's really, really cool, but that's fire. You drink that, it's like you're drinking lava. You better be a man. And if you're not, it's gonna make you a man,
Oh, man.
Yeah, you're right about that. Those bottles right there. But this one right here, the Diva, is kind of more mellow for the girls. It's got that pink, and it's got that like lemon kind of flavor to it. And I also want to thank Mr. Vic Gonzalez. He's one of the big parts in my team to be helping us with the Diva and stuff. And of course, my boss Henry Zimmerly. He went to work without me today, which I'm glad. It was 4 hours away. I was like, thank God I didn't go to that job. So a big shout out to them. And, of course, all my family and friends and all my supporters, I love you guys so much. And, without you, the fans, this is playtime, and we take this seriously for you guys. And we're always bringing you awesome, brand new music. And I'm going to continue so as long as God gives me the will.
That's awesome, Ray Ray. I mean, like I said, Ray Ray's not only a great artist, huge in the videos, but he's also just a big supporter of Tejano music. Speaking of big supporter of Tejano music, I saw he was on here. Big abrazo to my buddy, Rick Balderrama. I mentioned him earlier.
That's right.
In the show. He's also a big He loves Bumpers Wacky Wednesday, even though he's been on other shows and he still hasn't been in the chair. I take that back. He has been in that chair, but he comes to hang out. He doesn't come to get on the show. He hasn't made the show. But we're working on something special for you guys. Roxanne, no wonder you never come over. Jorge loves scotch. Well, there you go. I don't like scotch. No, man. I think the onda right now we're doing well, man. Like everybody just take a deep breath, keep riding this wave, and everybody help one another. And again, I really based off what I saw at Vegas was a good sign.
Yeah.
To see the amount of people there, the amount of support for Tejano music, and some people ask me like, Bump, how do you work? And I could be out on a Tuesday, a Wednesday, a Thursday. If my buddies call and say, Bump, we're playing over here, whether there's going to be 1,000 people there or 10 people there,
right?
I'm going to go support them. Right? Because you can't be on the show and talk about it and not be about it, right?
Yeah, because you can't have 10 people and then expect 100 people the next time. There's going to be 20 because somebody told somebody else, and then there's going to be 30, and then by the time you know it, there will be 100, and then there'll be 1,000. And then the word gets out, and that's what it's all about. Do the best show you can, and to all the promoters out there, sorry, yes, I'm a little bit expensive, but my show consists of big things, and that's what you want for the audience, so they could be like, wow, you have to go see Ray Ray's show.
He said, you have to go see Ray Ray's show. You got to go see it.
You got to go see it. You got to have something that sets you apart, from everybody. And I'm a master at that. So you want to come to one of my shows, which I'm going to be putting a show here pretty soon. It's going to be called An Evening with Ray Ray. So it will just be me and a mariachi and some other surprises.
Mariachi. Speaking of mariachis, next week on the show, I'm going to have Mariachi Nuevo Estilo. If you've never heard of these guys, Mariachi Nuevo Estilo, I like to call them their Canelo's Mariachi.
Oh, wow.
So whenever you watch a Canelo fight and you see the mariachis that are playing, that's Mariachi Nuevo Estilo. If you go to a Spurs game and see Mariachis playing, it's Mariachi Nuevo Estilo. These dudes are all young, cool cats, bro.
Man, you're gonna have to hook me up with them guys.
But dude, I'm hoping we get most of them to show up. It's hard, you know what I mean?
Right.
On a Wednesday night to get everybody together. I'm hoping we get a lot of them. But man, next week's gonna be a killer show, man.
Awesome.
I'm trying to find something to show the audience here, and it's not coming up. Oh, there it is, right there. There it is. Speaking of Vegas, right? Somebody brought it. I think it was Vic Gonzalez. Like, we saw a bumper shirt in Vegas.
Yeah. Right.
They saw a Bumpers Wacky Wednesday shirt.
It was everywhere.
Man, so
That goes back to my point. It's a walking billboard.
yeah, for sure.
I saw him and I thought of you.
Right. Well, you better have thought of it. But no, man. You know, to see my shirt out there, and then he. Forgive me, because off the top of my head, I cannot remember his name, but he works for Frito-Lay. As a matter of fact, him and his beautiful wife purchased these mic stands because they were like, "Hey, I'm tired of seeing the artists pick up the mic stand because my old mic stands couldn't hold those mics." So he got me the mics.
Wow, very cool.
And
thank you.
You know, and he was out there wearing the shirt, man, and he took a picture with all these artists. And you know, artists, I talked to a few of my buddies that were out there, you know, that were out there for Vegas. And I said, "Hey, have you seen a Bumpers Wacky Wednesday shirt?" Like, "Nah, I haven't." And that was like Saturday morning, whatever. And the next thing you know, I started getting all these messages like, "Hey, there's a cat out here wearing your shirt, bro."
Yeah.
And it was just cool, man. It's really cool to see the love that the artists, you know, I'm okay with the fans, but for me it's an honor for the artists to recognize the show now. You know?
Yeah, you know, and I wanna start doing that myself. Start incorporating in the shows that, you know, I'm wearing another artist T-shirt, you know, for the introduction or for the live when we're gonna do a sound check and stuff like that. I think it's very important that we promote each other. You know, male, female. You know,
dude. You and your wife are beautiful examples of, again, supporting the onda, man, and in all way, shapes, or forms. And you know, speaking of supporting the onda, there's a guy who sponsors the show, man. If you've ever met him, I don't know if you ever met him, but he's a big sponsor of Bumpers Wacky Wednesday. That's my buddy Ricky Ray. Ricky Ray is a saxophone player for La 45. Awesome. I've had him on here before. They were all 13 or 12 of them. It was one of the biggest shows Wacky Wednesday's ever had. And Ricky Ray's just a very La Vibra. That's his favorite thing, right? He's on his own vibe. That guy is a special guy. I love having conversations with him. He's just, the minute you talk to him, you hang up the phone and be like, "Yeah, that was a cool ass dude right there." So shout out to Ricky Ray, man. 956-424-5724. If you're in the market to buy a new home, or hey, you want to make some money on your house now, you know, right now is the time to sell. It's not the time to buy, but it's the time to sell. So if you want to sell, hit up Ricky Ray, and he does it all, man. If maybe your credit's not where it needs to be, he can help you with that. So hit him up, man. 956-424-5724. And then let's see. Also, another big sponsor from my hometown of Beeville, Texas. Coldest beer in Beeville. If you're ever in Beeville and you just want to stop by and have you a cold one on your way out or whatever, make sure you stop at Topics Bar. They're open 6 days a week. The only day they're closed is Mondays. So they're open right now. Hopefully they got me on the screens there. Maybe I'll talk to Martin. But shout out to Martin. And thank you, Martin, for supporting the show. Again, Topics Bar, coldest beer in Beeville, Texas, man. Another sponsor of the show, Slack Monster Studio.
Yeah.
Shout out to Sevi.
Hey.
Man, oh man, what a great dude right there. The whole Slack Monster crew, man. All the guys, Rick, Balaram, all those dudes that hang out there. Bunch of great guys. And again, big sponsor of the show. They really love what I'm doing. And I'm just glad that you're like, hey man, we want to sponsor your show.
So I've recorded there myself.
At Slack Monster.
Yeah, we did a song for like Halloween. We did Zombie Cumbia with me, DJ Kane. So that's a very cool song.
Dang. And last but not least, the homies, the veteran-owned CreateOriginal.com. These guys are experts are any kind of t-shirts, you need t-shirts, regular shirts, koozies, any of that kind of stuff. These guys know what they're doing, man. Make sure you hit them up, createoriginal.com. Good friends of mine, Daniel and everybody out there, they do great work. So all the artists, if you're looking to maybe get a better deal on a t-shirt or better quality, hit them up, man, createoriginal.com. And then, again, don't forget, this Friday, we're going to have Frito Pie Friday. And I have to mention this. Hey, look where Bumper's Wacky Wednesday's taking me. Right? If you're not doing anything, August 6th, during the day, it's not outside in a park, ladies and gentlemen. It's inside the Henry B. Gonzalez Convention Center, where it's going to be nice and cool, air-conditioned, and we're going to have some Tejano artists that'll be there throughout the day. And it's during the day. The Impala San Antonio Super Show will be here Saturday, August 6th at the Henry B. Gonzalez Convention Center in downtown. Guest MC. Guess who the guest MC is? I'll give you one guess, Ray.
Me.
Wrong. No. I'm going to be special guest MC for the Impala San Antonio Super Show. Guys, this is not your everyday car show. This is a very impressive car show that goes all over the United States. These people come from California, and I'm sure we're gonna have a lot of local cars. So again, August 6th, man, the place to be, Henry B. Gonzalez Convention Center. I'll be giving you guys more info on that, but I'll be special MC during that.
Awesome,
and last but not least, I have to mention my people, man.
That's right.
For all my people in the Midwest, or for all my people that travel to Vegas, if you want to go see a show, a place that brings over 150,000 people, the Mexican Fiesta in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, right? August 26th through August 28th of this year, right around the corner, almost a month from now. I'm going to be there. I'm going to be there to meet all the fans from the Midwest. They have great groups, La Mafia, Mike Gonzalez Iconics, The Latin Breed, Shelly Lares, Grupo Asalto, Texas Latino.
Yep.
Right? My homies, the Conjunto Cats. My other homies, the Homeboys with the mother F and Z. Right? Frankie Caballero Jr. ¿Qué más quieres? Dude, not only that, they're going to have a show where Shelly Lares brings in a lot of the new females, Monica Saldivar, Demi Garcia, Sonia de la Paz. All these new females, they're going to be out there as well. It's going to be a great show. Make sure you guys, if you're in the Midwest, that's where you need to be at the end of August. And if you're from Texas, California, anywhere else, hey, you want to get you airfare to Milwaukee, man. You've never been there. Try something different.
You
right?
know, and that's awesome that Shelly Lares is doing that, That's the platforms that we need so those people can see these artists, you know what I mean? And that's the new generation that I'm talking about right there.
Hell yeah. And I'm all about supporting them, Ray. Anybody that knows Bumper and what I've been trying to do, that's one of my pet peeves. And I do this from the bottom of my heart. I don't do this for any other reason. I do the show as a fan and just to bring other fans like myself, get to know you guys, all the artists, just a little bit, on a different level, right? You know what I'm saying? And should I bring my 65? Hey, Primo, if you want to bring your 65 Impala, hit them up. Definitely. Big shout out to Albert Ramirez and everybody from the Macizo camp. I was with them last week, dude. Dude, stand by. Macizo is they're on a what do you call it? They're on a rampage right now. Yeah. They're coming back and they're going to come back strong. So make sure you guys show them a little bit of love. And then again, don't forget, after the show, I'll be making a post for the two winners of the pairs of tickets for the festival that I just talked about, the Mexican Fiesta that's going to be happening August 26th through August 28th in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I've never been there.
Yeah,
You been there, Ray?
Me neither. No, we've never been there, and I got to get out there, man. La Onda's big out there.
Hey, well, you made it to Vegas, dude. What's up? Erica, road trip or what?
No, we're flying. No
She
more
said,
road.
I said road trip. She said,
No, we wanna take this time to thank my sponsors, Diva Tequila, Budweiser, the king of beer, and I want to thank some people. They've reached out, and I'm gonna be on the TMA TV. That's gonna be really cool, and of course I'm gonna be in the backstage, Tejano Backstage magazine. So I want to thank Kelly Trevino for that, and I also did an interview for Oh, my new song, with Rudy Trevino for the
La Chiga, Rudy
Tejano Go
Trevino.
Countdown. So it's been a special month for us, and we hope we keep going.
Oh, you're going to keep going. Speaking of Rudy Trevino, man, if somebody knows Rudy Trevino, the dude's originally from my hometown of Beeville, Texas, right? That's where he's from. He is an interview that I would love to do an interview with, right? Because he always does the artists on the show.
Right.
I would love to interview that guy. I would love for him to be in that chair, be on the other end of the stick, and let a younger guy ask him all the questions that I've always wanted to ask him. And I'm sure I got a lot of questions that come from artists that have maybe never been interviewed on his show or whatever.
Yeah.
It would be awesome. So if anybody who's watching, if you work with him, you see him tomorrow, be like, hey, there was a vato on some show. He was talking about you, Rudy. He said he wants to interview. So if somebody can make that happen, that would be really, really great.
I think the only one that could probably make that happen is Kelly Trevino, his wife. So if she's watching out there, or somebody can let her know, she can make that happen.
And Johnny Canales. and Johnny Canales.
Johnny
Yeah,
Canales,
while we're
like,
at it, shit, we might as well throw it out there. Hey, I want to play this new song, man. It's called Uh-Oh. It's a brand new single by Ray Ray. And if you guys are watching Wacky Wednesday and you're a faithful follower, you're like, God dang, Bumper put on videos today. He's hey, I'm trying, okay?
That's right.
So here's a brand new single. It's called Uh-Oh, just like it says, Uh-Oh, right here by Ray Ray. Check it out.
Estoy enamorando. Oh, 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 oh. No debo, no debo. Oh, 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 oh. Estoy enamorando. Oh, 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 oh. No puedo, no puedo. Cuando te conocí, desde niños yo siempre te vi como mi mejor amiga, mi hermanita. Pero este calor que llevo no lo puedo controlar. Y ahora que estás aquí, parada enfrente de mí, te quiero preguntar si me amas. Sí o no, sí o no. Dímelo, por favor. Oh, 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 oh. Estoy enamorando. Oh, 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 oh. No debo, no debo. Oh, 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 Y ahora que estás aquí, parada enfrente de mí, te quiero preguntar si me amas. Sí o no, sí o no. Dímelo, por favor. Oh, 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 oh. Me estoy enamorando. Oh, 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 oh. No debo, no debo. Oh, 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 oh. Me estoy enamorando. Oh, 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 oh. No puedo, no puedo. Oh, 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 oh. Me estoy enamorando. Oh, 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 oh. No debo, no debo. Oh, 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 oh. Me estoy enamorando. Oh, 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 oh. No puedo, no puedo. No, no.
So that was a brand new one by Ray Ray. You can't forget this song. Call into your local radio stations and request it. It's called Uh-Oh. U-H-O-H. Uh-Oh.
Yeah, because I was like, every time I'd walk in somewhere, there's Ray Ray. So I'd be like, I need to write a song like that.
That's hilarious, man. Off the record, or we were muted. You were talking about for the raffle. How can people pay if they want to get into the raffle?
Yeah, it's a $, Erica Jane, 1971. We got a couple of spots left. It's like $200 worth of merchandise, that you get for $10, So we got a couple of spots left, and come on, join us. It's not gonna run on forever. We're doing the raffle this Friday. So this Friday, we're going to be announcing live who won.
That's what I'm talking about right there. Erica Jane, 1971, if you want to get on that raffle with Ray Ray to win all this.
Yeah,
are you giving away the tequila bottle too?
Yeah, you get the tequila bottle.
Damn!
You get 2 caps or 2 visors, the 3 CDs, 2 T-shirts. I got for male, female. If you want 2 males, 2 females, it's up to you. You can mix match. We'll be getting along with together with the winner and see what they want. That's
awesome, man. So right there's the Cash App. Everybody has Cash App. If you don't, you need to get it.
Thank you, everybody that tuned in. I can't thank you enough, and I can't thank you enough, Bumper, for having me. I've been wanting to be in this chair for a long time. I've seen all the big dogs, so now I'm a big dog.
Oh, you have the chair and the chair. Hey, man, before I let you go, Ray Ray, I want to speak a little bit on on Wacky Wednesday, like where the show has gone, where it's going, and what it's done for me, what it's done for my family. If you don't know the story, I literally started Bumper's Wacky Wednesday. I started with a beer bottle and a phone and a Bluetooth speaker. That's how I started. And we would get hammered and play music. And that grew into interviews, and it just grew and grew and grew and grew and grew and grew.
That's awesome.
And, now we got the weekly show going on. And the other great crazy thing is that, I'm getting calls left and right to MC different events, and never in a million years did I think, putting a phone leaning against a beer bottle would lead to this. Like literally, this is it's not a rags to riches story because we ain't getting rich here. But as far as a fan, right? Like I literally started this as a fan, and to go from my kitchen counter to what we're doing now, it's just crazy. And then last week was just a little more icing on the cake. Now Bumper Gomez is going to be on your television set, on 7 different markets. Like, that's crazy. Like, it's really, really crazy to see how the show has evolved and what the show has given me other things. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I think it's really, really cool. I just want to throw that out there.
Very.
I want to thank everybody. I want to thank everybody that like Jesse just said, best podcast personality of the year for the 4th annual All-Star
right.
Music Awards. I have my award sitting over here inside my studio. So it's an award-winning show. So
That's right.
I never in a million years thought that it would be where it is today. And you know what? With that being said, I'm humble, dude. Like I'm ready to talk to anybody and everybody, all the artists that want to come onto the show. Every day, my messages are full. People that want to come on the show, but the hardest thing sometimes is to say, "Hey, man, I'm booked. Like I don't." You know what I'm saying? Because there's only 4 Wednesdays in a month, which leads me to start saying that I need to start doing more Fridays to give more artists a chance to use my platform and get out there and get their music.
Congratulations on the award, and like you said, award-winning shows. So I'm 3-time All-Star Music Award winner myself, and
he topped me. Jesse, if you're listening, I need 2 more awards.
they're coming, man. They're coming. And I love what he's doing. For the artists that don't get the recognition. Because sometimes you're like, man, I'm doing all this and I'm just spinning my wheels. I'm not getting nowhere, and to have something like that, people are going out of their way, putting their own money and effort, to make our dreams continue. And of course, the whole Tejano dream to continue. That's what makes it very special. And I want to thank Jesse for that.
Hell yeah. Big hug and a big old chest bump to my boy Jesse. And again, if you need some brand new Stacey Adams and you're in the San Antonio area, hit up Pinner's Gentleman's Store, downtown San Antonio. Jesse will take care of you, man. Leonard Mendoza, I found this podcast when you had Macizo on your show. Became a viewer since then and continue to support your show and watch the legends of Tejano and new artists. Thank you so much, Leonard. I appreciate that, man. Really, really do. So as I was going, right, we're going to be on TV now. So you'll see Ray Ray again with Bumper this weekend. If you make sure you guys tune into TMA TV on your local radio stations or your local TV stations. And if you're in the area, you're in the Midwest, it's not going to be aired there. Make sure you subscribe to TMA TV on YouTube. And they post every week. They post the new show. And you guys subscribe to the channel. They would greatly appreciate it. But not only that, bro, not only the awards, not only the emceeing, getting to meet you guys and hang out with you guys, right? At the end of the day, not at the end of the day, this weekend, I don't know if I should say it because they're watching, but we're going to shoot a video. Be a video shot here in Bumper's Wacky Wednesday.
Wow.
So, we're expanding, bro. So if you're a small business, right? Hey, Bumper Gomez, we're taking Tejano music, man. I'm gonna, if I have to put it on my back and crawl somewhere, whatever, I'm taking it with me, man. And if you're a small business, you own a company and you want to, sponsor the show, hit me up in the messenger, man. You go to Bumper's Wacky Wednesday, you look at the top, my phone number's on there, my email's on there, all my contact information's on there. I want the message to grow. I want the show to grow. I want it to spread. I want to spread the word. And the only way we can do it is through you guys. Exactly. And sponsorships really, really help. So again, if you're a small company and you want to sponsor the show, you just want to sponsor one show or you want to sponsor for the whole month. Most of the sponsors I have, they do the whole month. You know what I mean? So, and they stay doing it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gracias a Dios that they believe in me to keep, promoting their, whatever their business is. So, again, man, one shout out that I forgot to give was to the Barbacoa Bandits. They're faithful followers to all my boys, the Barbacoa Bandits. I really appreciate that. Hey, Bumpy, who else? Erica, what did you write? Thank you, Bumper. You rock. We appreciate you having Ray Ray on your awesome show. That's Erica. She left the building. She's
Shirley left me here, so I guess we're gonna be able.
Now, guys, again, man, I really appreciate you guys, the people who watch the show week in and week out. I know you guys could be doing 100 different things, but I'm going to continue to bring you the best in the onda, and we're going to continue to support Tejano music. But I need you to do the same.
That's right.
Right? So wherever you're watching from, whether it be the Midwest, whether it be California, Florida, there's Tejano bands all over the United States. There's events going on all over the United States. You know, you see Bumper go pop up live here, pop up live there. Hey, I'm just like you. I surf the social media. I surf social media, and I'm, you know what I mean? I'm they're playing Friday. Oh, there goes Frito Pie Friday. I'm gonna be over here now instead. Whatever. But no, Friday there is a Frito Pie Friday, so make sure you guys tune in. But I'm everywhere, man, and I nobody gives me a schedule. You know, if I can make it, I'll go. You know, I went to a place. I want to give a big shout out to the Backyard in Eagle Pass, Texas. If you're in Eagle Pass, Texas, and you want to go out and have a great time outside, yes, I said outside. I know it's hot, but when the sun goes down, it was actually very nice and a pleasant place to be. The Backyard is not a bar. It's not a grill. It's not even a dance hall. The Backyard is a backyard. So these wonderful people in Eagle Pass, Texas have a huge place. So they put a flatbed, 18-wheeler flatbed trailer. They get sound, and they bring in bands, Tejano bands, once a month.
Nice.
They have a huge cement dance floor in the center. You can buy a VIP table right in front of the stages. They have vendors selling tacos, snow cones, pickles, chamoy con todo. I mean, you name it. They have everything there, right? The best part about it is, even if you don't have a babysitter, your kids can go with you, right? Kids 12 and under are free. Right? I don't want to put words in their mouth, but this last show that I went to, the kids 12 and under free, there's plenty of room for them to run, kick a ball, throw a ball, and they're out of the way. They're not running through, you know, when you go to the weddings and quinces, you got the kids running. There's none of that.
They got a couple of acres there.
Right. They have acres, bro, and it's just an awesome place. So with that being said, if you're an artist and you want to play out there, hit me up. I will give you the information to speak to the beautiful people out there at the Backyard, and they're dying to get artists out there. Again, it was a great night. You know, you're supporting local people, right? You buy a taco here, you get a beer from here. Hey, but here's the great thing, Raza. The Backyard in Eagle Pass, Texas is BYOB.
My kind of place.
BYOB. ¿Qué más quieres, dude?
Yeah.
Right?
Awesome.
You pay $20-$25 to get in, but it's BYOB. Hombre, come on, bro. So again, shout out to everybody and all the staff out there at the Backyard in Eagle Pass, Texas. Me and my family, we had a great time. And again, man, to all the artists looking for places to play, hit me up. Hit me up. I will point you in the right direction. I promise you. Because just like you saying, hey, I'm not gigging, there's people saying, hey, man, I can't find people to come and play.
Yeah.
Right? So maybe I can be that median and help you guys find each other.
Yeah, the middleman.
And help each other out. Shout out to Miguel Hernandez. You know Miguel?
What's up?
Miguel, boy. That's my boy. He'll be on the show next month coming up. We have great shows coming up, guys. Great shows coming up for Wacky Wednesday. Again, Mariachi Nuevo Estilo will be in the studio next week. So if you're a mariachi lover, again, remember Bumpers Wacky Wednesday is all about our cultura, and mariachi is a big part of our cultura.
Definitely.
So I can't wait to sit down with these young guys and talk to them. Ray, anything else, bro? Anything that you wanted to talk about? You say, Bumper, you didn't even ask me about that.
No, I mean, we pretty much covered it either here or next week on TV, you know, so, you know.
This weekend, not next weekend, this weekend.
Yeah, this weekend coming up. And of course, you know, it's going to be your first time on that TV.
Yeah.
My first time. So, you know, we got some good stuff coming up, and and you want to check that out. And of course, I want to thank Rosie Rap sending all my music out there. If you haven't got my music, get a hold of us, get a hold of Erica, and we'll send OO out there to you. And to everybody that's been commenting, thank you so much for tuning in. And of course, from all the comments they've been sending for the video, it was virtual. It was virtual. Take it easy.
Take it easy. Take it easy. No, man. And then, speaking of supporting Tejano music, Ray, I want to invite you and your beautiful wife, Erica, tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, if you're in the San Antonio area, Smoke Sky Bar for the last year or so, every Thursday, if you don't know this, for the most part, every Thursday they have a Tejano band. They have a Tejano band, and guess how much it costs to get in?
$0.
Free 99. That's what it costs. Free. It costs free 99. All you got to do is buy yourself something to drink. If you're hungry, show up hungry. Take your family. Another place you can bring your kids. There's no, I don't got a babysitter. Bring them. They can throw, there's the cornhole. They can run around out there. And their food is good. Their drinks are good. You know what I mean? And it's free, dude. So tomorrow, the whole Bumpers Wacky Wednesday crew is going to be live. We're not going to be live, but we'll be, I'll be live. We're going to be at Smoke Sky Bar, downtown San Antonio. We're going to be out there supporting my boy Sevi and the Slack Monster Studio crew, but also all my homies from the group Texas Latino. If you've never seen Texas Latino live, tomorrow's your chance. And it's free. So no excuse. Bumper, it's hot. Come on, man. It's San Antonio. We live in Texas. It's hot all the time, right? So come on out, man.
And they're going to have a very, very special guest, Joe Vic Reina. That's my boy. So you want to go
right.
out there.
He is going to be special guest.
Yeah, the cumbiacheros.
Right.
So you like cumbias, they're badass. So we'll probably meet you out there. And
we got to get Joe Vic on the show, bro.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, we'll talk to him tomorrow. We'll see if we can get him on the show. Another big a shout out to all my homies, man. To all my homies that I talk to on a daily basis. Keep me in check. You guys make my day, man. And then, Henry Zimmerly, thank you, bro. 1, for being just a cool dude. And 2, for being a fan of the show, bro. You watch every week. You're always watching. So, that's really... It means a lot to me, so thank you for that. Richard Lopez says, shout out to Mike Gonzalez and the Iconics. Well, right now the Iconic is sipping tequila with the pinky in the air. If that tells you anything. No, man. And then one more big. I love giving shout outs, bro. Right, because the people are the ones who watch. Right, a guy I met a couple of weeks ago. Timothy Revilla. He'll be out there tomorrow with my boy Caldera. I like to call him Caldera. He'll be out there again at Smoke Sky Bar. But Timothy, man, I can't wait to see you and your beautiful wife out there tomorrow supporting Texas Latino. Again, if you are not doing anything tomorrow evening, I want to say they hit the stage at 8. Here's the thing with if you've never been to Smoke, right? It's an early show.
Right.
You're not going to be out there till 12 at night, 1 in the morning. Right. They're usually done by 10 or 10:30. Right. They usually go on at, if you get there, it's about between 7 and 7:30. You have time to get yourself something to eat, get a drink, fix yourself, get you a little table, and get ready for the show. They usually start between 7:30 and 8, and they play all the way to about 10:30.
I was out there with DJ Kane, and he was doing a show, and he brought me up to do Zombie Cumbia, and we got to eat some ribs and had some great drinks. So it's a really badass place, and you want to go check it out. I'll be there tomorrow.
Hey, Ray, did you eat the ribs before the performance or after?
Definitely after. You don't want to be singing burping.
Not burping, mato pinche carne all over your teeth.
Right? I would really look like a zombie cumbia then. Pinche zombie.
Oh, man. So what channel is the show gonna come on? That is a great. I'm glad you said that because I'm gonna go over. So again, please show support Well, mainly because we're both going to be on the show this weekend. No, but really to my buddy Eliso Leal, who's doing everything he can to keep TMA TV moving forward. And, you know, Tejano Music's on TV, bro. Right. We have to support, for it to stay there, we have to support it. So, man, it's 30 minutes of your life. Stop what you're doing. Turn on the TV. If you don't, hey, most of these channels you can catch with an antenna. So you don't have an excuse that I don't got cable. Hey, ponle cable atrás and it'll work as an antenna. So here are the places. Dallas, Fort Worth, we're on Saturday at 6:30 in the morning. So when you're eating your menudo for the cruda, KMPX 29 Estrella TV, that's in the Dallas, Fort Worth area. We'll be on Saturday morning at 6:30. San Antonio, we're on Saturday nights at 12:30 at night on Fox 29, and Sunday nights at 1 in the morning on channel 4. Hey guys, you get this? 12:30 at night, 1 in the morning. The more you guys watch, the more legs they have to stand on and say, hey man, I want this prime time. All right. So again, San Antonio is going to be on Fox 29 at 12:30 at night on Saturday night, and then Sunday night at 1 in the morning on channel 4. Corpus Christi. He's from Corpus Christi. I'm from the Coastal Bend. So all my fans, all my wackos that are watching from the 361, home of Domingo Live, that we all know is part of our Sunday ritual with a barbacoa and Big Red. Domingo Live, he lived in the area, is part of growing up. Right? Remember, you used to watch Domingo Live, then Johnny Canales, and then sometimes it would be Johnny Canales, then Domingo Live.
Domingo
right?
Peña.
Yeah, Domingo Peña, way back in the day. So this week, don't tell Rudy Trevino because he's going to get really mad. Right? So this week, I need you to change from Channel 3 to whatever the Fox channel in Corpus Christi is. Right? So in Corpus Christi, we're going to be on Fox 38. So channel 38, Fox 38 in Corpus Christi, and the 361. We're going to be on prime time, barbacoa time, 10:30 a.m. All right. So if you're a normal Domingo Live watcher, Sunday, I ask you to do me this huge favor. I need you to watch Fox Sunday. I'm not even going to say the channel. They're going to come looking for me. So Domingo Live, put them on hold on Sunday. Make sure you turn in Fox, 10:30 in the morning. You'll get to see these two lovely faces again. And again, man, you're just supporting Tejano Music and all our friends at TMA TV. Laredo, we're going to be on Telemundo at 10 o'clock in the morning Saturday. On the CW, Saturday at 11. The CW on Saturdays at 12:30 in the morning, and Telemundo on Sunday at 1:30 in the morning if you missed the show. We're also on CBS, homie.
Whoa. Wow.
CBS, hey, but it's at 1:30 in the morning. So when you see Bumper and Ray Ray, it's not an infomercial. It's the show. Make sure you guys tune in, TMA TV. All right. And then last but not least, the Rio Grande Valley, Saturdays at 11 o'clock on CBS 4. And even in Lubbock, we'll also be on Lubbock on Fox News Now, Saturdays nights at 8 o'clock p.m. That's prime time right there, man. Right there. So everybody in Lubbock, Texas, if you're a fan of Wacky Wednesday, a fan of Ray Ray, you want to tune in and show love to TMA TV. I'm going to post this later before Friday. I'll post all the time. So wherever you're from, whatever channel you got, make sure you go and support. Hey, you never know. If you guys show enough support, you might see Bumper hosting another show real soon. I would love to do it. Can you hear that, dude? I'm telling you, it's like a bowling alley around here sometimes. But Ray, Erica, thank you guys so much for stopping by Bumper's Wacky Wednesday.
Thank you. I brought you a little something.
You did? Oh, I thought it was part of the giveaway.
Well, no, that one's for you. You know, it's got the khaki.
Got the khaki. I got my Ray Ray cap. But what Ray Ray doesn't know, this cap will not be worn for about 3 weeks, because when they give me caps like this, what I do is I take them, and upstairs in my closet, I have this heavy contraption that I use, and I take my caps, and they end up being flat bill.
Oh, wow.
Right, you can't just do it. Like if it's already like this, it takes.
Right.
But they eventually get that way. So when you see me, it's I'm gonna be rocking.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's the way you rock.
That's the way I rock mine.
That's right.
So Lubbock, Texas, 8 p.m. Saturday night. Leonard Mendoza, you better be tuning in, man. Send me pictures, bro. Send me. That's what I asked you guys. If you guys are to prove to me that you saw TMA TV, take a picture, post it on Facebook, tag me, tag the show, tag Ray, tag whoever you want, but make sure you use hashtags. Hashtag Tejano, hashtag TMA TV, hashtag Bumper Gomez, hashtag Ray, whatever, hashtag whatever the hell you want. But make sure you hashtag, man. The top Tejano show of the world, Craig.
Yeah, no, once again, thank you so much for having us. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Had a great time, man, and hopefully we can do it again soon. A local station coming your way.
You know it. So, man, I'm going to end the show with another badass song, man, by Ray. Van. That's 3 times. All right. So here it is, man. Ray, thank you so much. Everybody watching, thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of Bumpers Wacky Wednesday. Every Wednesday at 7:30-ish, just depending on if Bumper's on his game or not. So make sure you tune in every Wednesday, 7:30. Don't forget, this Friday, Frito Pie Friday, 9 o'clock, Grupo Asalto with special guest Cristelo. It's going to be a good time. Make sure you guys tune in. Ven. Oh, that's not it. This is it.
We'll see you next time.
Oh, yeah. Ven y baila mi canción. Here we go. Argentina, tu vino es delicioso. Brasil, tus montañas son celestiales. Río de Janeiro, como me encantan tus playas. Ven a bailar conmigo. Ecuador, ven a bailar así. Chile, ven a bailar conmigo. Panamá, ven a bailar así. Costa Rica, levántense. Nicaragua, lo estoy esperando. Caracas, mueve tus caderas. Colombia, qué rico tu café. Ven a bailar conmigo. Venezuela, ven a bailar así. Guatemala, ven a bailar conmigo. Perú, come on. Ven a bailar así. Puerto Rico, sube el volumen. Lima, disfrútala. San José, espero que están bebiendo tequila. Aruba, come on. Honduras, como extraño sol y mar. El Rotal, donde la gente baila en las calles y el aroma de la comida es sin igual.